When you are learning about garment construction, this is the perfect time to sit back and learn as you go. There are so many elements to sewing. You can never really stop learning. But when you're first starting, don't overwhelm yourself. Think about the things you need in that moment for the project that you're working on. Here are just 3 concepts to keep in mind, and you can learn all of the individual techniques as you go. The first thing to think about when you're constructing a garment are stitches. You're just going to need a construction stitch, which is most commonly a straight stitch or a zigzag if you're working with knits, and then you're going to need a finishing stitch, which will help keep seams from fraying. So construction stitch and a finishing stitch. Your pattern instructions are going to tell you what to do, and the rest of the details will come in between while you're sewing. Just remember, you're constructing the garment with a construction stitch and you're finishing your seams with a finishing stitch. Next, you want to think about pressing. Remember to press versus iron, and again, the pattern instructions will indicate when and how to press. It can be tempting to skip pressing steps, but don't. When you press, your garment will look professional. And if you don't press as you go, in the end, you're going to end up with a messier looking garment. Finally, you want to think of finishing your garment. This is different than a finishing stitch. It's going to be finishing the actual garment. So this will include the hem on your garment, any zippers, any facings, and any closures. These finishing techniques are all Googleable. You can just look them up as you go and take them one by one. So those are 3 garment construction details that you can think about whenever you're beginning a new project. But I really want to emphasize that most of this class and most of sewing is about keeping a certain mindset. When you're starting to sew, it's just as important to think about what's going on in your mind as it is to think about what's going on with your machine. You want to stay curious, you want to stay positive, and you want to spend time thinking about your craft as you learn. It's supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to enjoy it. So be curious, research new techniques. You can look them up on the fly, or you can spend some of your free time reading sewing books and sewing blogs. We have a ton of helpful tutorials on our YouTube channel, and if you visit seamwork.com, you can look at the magazine's archives. We've got over 5 years worth of materials for you to check out. There are a ton of different ways to approach this craft, and none of us are going to do it in the same way. The only thing that we do have in common is that we're all having fun, we're all making clothes that we love to wear, and that's really what we wanted to show you in this class. So if you'd like to stick with us, we will take you through each step to make the bow top. Again, it's one of our most popular seamwork patterns. It's a really great first project if you've never sewn anything before, and if you have done a bit of sewing, it's really, really satisfying because you could easily make a dozen of these tops over the weekend. I hope you found a lot of these tips helpful and that you'll watch the rest of the class with us at seamwork.com. Happy sewing!